Hi, I'm Katie Jane Hughes, the makeup artist for Fashionista Cosmetics, and I'm here with Ree from ReallyRee.com, and I'm going to show you the look that I recently created for PPQ Autumn Winter 2012. So I'm just going to take a really small brush like this. It's quite a flat little kind of buffing brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of a mixture of the brown and the black. I'm going to use the back of my hand first, because the models that the look that we did on the models was very nothingy with regards to the skin and the eyes, and the lips and the brows were all basically main focus. So we just kind of wanted the hair to look naturally beautiful. So I didn't apply mascara, I just used a little bit of this colour just at the base of the lash. So I pulled the lashes up like that, and then I just wiggled my brush into the lash. Just a tiny bit, just so that it literally touches the very top of the skin. Or, sorry, so that it touches the lash line. Open. So you can see that it gives a little bit of, you know, smoky effect, but it's not adding too much drama. So we don't want too much drama to the eye. And whenever I apply shadows around the eyes, I always double blend. I don't like too many lines and too much going on. The closer you can get this to the lash, the better. Because it literally, like I said, just needs to look like a lash tint. So I'm taking it's a very, very soft angled brush. It's got a nice bend to it. I'm just taking a little bit of our gel liner. Back of my hand, always work from the back of my hand. All I'm going to do, I've already brushed Ree's brows upwards. All I'm going to do is apply this in the very, very top line of the brow to create a nice peak at the arch, so that you get a little bit of drama in the eyebrow. And then I'm going to take it down to the point where the brow obviously would naturally finish. The reason why it still looks soft is because I've not applied any here. If you start applying too much makeup in the brows here, for this look, it'll take it to a whole nother level and it'll almost make it look very drag queen. We want this to look very ladylike and feminine and beautiful and power brow, I like to call this. So I'm just taking a brow wand or a lash wand, whatever you want to call it. I'm just brushing the brows through and then just very, very, very carefully skimming over that peak of that brow there. And then you can also just fill in any gaps. There's a little bit of a hole there. But basically the depth starts quite bluntly there, so just make sure that you just skim through so that it's more of a fade of colour versus a start and a stop of two different colours. I'm going to go over the rest of Ree's brows with a brown mascara in a little bit, and I'll show you how. That'll just basically make it blend a little bit better and more seamlessly, and it'll also make the rest of her brows look amazing. So I'm going to move on to blush. I'm going to use this colour here, which is Butterscotch. It's my favourite shade. I use it all the time with a little brush like this. So I'm just getting enough on my product. Use the inside of my wrist to sort of just break it down so that I've not got loads on the skin. And I'm just kind of applying it here in a little bit of a circular motion so that you get quite a young feel out of the blusher. I'm also going to apply foundation powder over the top of that to soften it again in a little bit. Think of layers. There's lots of layers going on in this makeup. The reason why I'm applying it so close to the mouth is because I'm bringing it up toward the cheek a little bit and into the jawbone. I don't want it to appear like it's a contour, so I'm applying it lower down and making it look like it's just naturally there. And blush is actually one of those things that you start to carry it around the skin, so like in the temples and stuff, it'll look so much more natural than just being positioned in one place. Yeah. We don't have a lip liner in the range, so I'm going to freehand draw a lip with this really nice colour that I've mixed up, which is a mixture of red carpet and coral. I'm going to add a little bit more red carpet. It needs to have a little bit of a, I won't say vintage, but vintage feel to it. So I'm using the very, very edge of the brush almost like a lip liner. It's a really good way when you don't have a lip liner to do this look. You need quite a nice lip liner brush, or a lip brush should I say. So I've done the top lip, And before I do the bottom, I'm just going to get ready to push our lips together, but don't rub them together, just literally press. That's it, do it again. Because that way you're kind of doing the bottom lip at the same time as doing the top. And then basically you're just going to fill in all the gaps at the top. And then fill in the bottom, where obviously the top lip isn't the same shape and missed out on. And just to really mattify it, I'm going to apply some Bob Primer over the top, which is that product right there. So it's basically a clear gel. And then I'm just going to work that into the lip. I'm not going to work it, I'm just going to, so just pout for me. Just going to press that straight over the top of the red. Make sure where you touch, then you don't obviously go and apply it on the skin. Because your finger will have a little bit of pigment on it from the lipstick. You can use powder to do this, but if you use powder it will dilute the colour a little bit and make the colour a little bit less poppish. So I've got my product on my gel liner, on my brush. I always sort of twist the brush in the product so that all the bristles start to kind of stick together. And then I'm just going to draw a little heart. And you can build the colour of our gel liner really well, so I'd start really thin and sheer with the pigment and start to build it. So I've got my outline, and then I'm just going to fill in. So we'll use the brush in a way that you want to manipulate the shape. I'm going to use our black pencil with our shimmery bits in it. This one is called Claudia or Claudia, unless you're Italian, because that's what Italians say, Claudia. And I'm just going to fill in with this.
I like shimmer and sparkle.
Yeah, it has a little bit of glitter in its pencil, it's really cute. So there's Ree's little heart on her cheek. She wears her heart on her cheek, not her sleeve, because she's a woman of today.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to take our powder again, with the same brush that I've been using it with, and just apply it, and then I'm going to buff it in with another brush as the final step. Because the matte finish is very matte, but not powdered matte. And I say that in a very, strong way. It can't look powdery, it has to look like velvet. So we apply it and then we buff it in.
So is this the skin of next season then?
Yeah, dewy skin is kind of a thing of the past at the moment, but I don't care right now because I'm obsessed with a bit of dew. But yeah, it's all about that velvet skin and that sort of really expensive looking foundation.
I like the idea of looking expensive.
Yeah, me too. So I'm just literally double buffing so that we don't look powdery, we sort of velvety. So even if you do want to wear a highlighter under this, the highlighter will still peek through a little bit, but only when the light hits your face, it'll be quite nice. This is one of our mascaras. This is actually a black-brown mascara, and I'm cleaning off pretty much all the product from the wand so that there's nothing left on it. And then all I'm going to do is just really lightly with my hand, I'm holding it at the very end of the actual wand, so that way if I hold it there, I'll get a harder sort of push on the brow. If I hold it there, I'll get a much softer, sort of bout of product, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's a lighter touch.
Yes, exactly, lighter touch. So I'm just skimming that through the brow, just to carry on with that brow look. And also, you do this last, just in case any powder is in the brows that you can't get rid of without, obviously, taking off the brow makeup.
That's a good idea.
So I always do brows and lashes last, because whatever powder is in them, it gets rid of it. And then the same product, just going to pop it back in the tube. I don't want mascara at the actual tips of the lashes, we just want it at the roots to enhance that root lift kind of feel and that kind of...
So it's opening the eyes without
having loads of mascara on. And there you have it. That is the PPQ look of Autumn Winter 2012. So a little bit about the PPQ woman, because people have been asking me. She is a young girl that likes to go out and have fun. She is the type of person that all she needs to do is put on a red lipstick and she looks fantastic, hence why we've accentuated the natural features on the face and applied quite a full heavy lip. Naturally she's got great brows, naturally she's got big thick dark lashes, naturally she's got great skin. It's all about the lips and that cute little heart, which give it a really cute fun element and make her look like she goes out dancing a lot. So that's the finished look on Ree of reallyRee.com, and I'm Katie Jane Hughes. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.